Hello folks, Killface of Balor here. Today we're playing as Murdon on Epona. I wanted to do a quick video on the Phoenix. First, let's take a look at its stats. I have the top Phoenix for the Ice version. So here we go, Giant Blue Phoenix, right? Basically, it gives 240 focus, 240 vitality, 1,000 fortitude, 1,000 warding. That will be true across all of the level 6 Phoenixes. Now, one place where they sort of will vary is you'll notice that my heat, magic, and poison resist are at 190, while my cold resist is at 250. That is because I have the blue version in particular. If I were to have the fire version, then my heat resist would be higher. If I were to have the poison version, then my poison resist would be higher. It is worth noting that the poison version is not green. There is no green option. We'll take a look at those right now. More pets. Phoenixes. All right, let's look at Phoenixes. So this is the one I have, right? Basically what happens with this skill is that it's direct damage to a particular target, and then around that target in a very small radius there is a deduction to cold resist to that target and anyone that happens to be around them. I need one Phoenix egg for this, and there's the smallest version. Here is probably the oddest one. This is the poison version, and you'll notice the resist poison on that is 25 instead of 20 like the others. And basically it subtracts armor instead of poison resistance because many of the enemies in the game are already 100% susceptible to poison damage, have 0 poison resist, and the ones that aren't are balanced like that sort of on purpose. They're trying not to let rogues be overpowered again like they were in Update 4. Hopefully I can do a video on that later. This is the magic version. It is probably the best for the druids since most of their skills do magic damage. And the fire mage one is orange. So it's worth noting that orange is for fire mages, and that red is going to be the one you want for tanks or melee DPS. All right, so there's a look at that. Now, one more thing is if we look at hair food, buy hair food, the top is 500 gold, right, for the level 6 hair food. All right, so let's look at dragon food. When a new pet comes out, sometimes it'll be a little bit more expensive, but not this much more expensive, 1,200. And when a new premium pet came out, the Phoenix, you'll notice that the scale is the same. It does not scale back when a new premium pet comes out. So these things eat like kings, and you'll notice, as Furion pointed out in his video, that they're basically eating lava pizza. You can see in my hotbar there. All right, so let's take a look at what the skill actually does. And I think to do that, I want to go to Fingal's Cave, because there's a great spot to look at it. All right, so first of all, as Furion pointed out, with the elemental Phoenixes, with the fire and ice versions, if you are a fire or ice mage, first of all, obviously you want the bird that corresponds with your element. And second, you get better damage if you throw your lure first, then you throw your Phoenix skill on the same target that your lure went to, because the direct damage oh, there's someone here. Let's run away. Because the direct damage from the Phoenix skill will be affected by the lure. So you'll get a little bit more damage that way. Basically, I just need a room with a lot of low-level enemies. Now, these are not all going to be the same level necessarily, unfortunately. But this is about as close as we can go. I'm going to find a cave where we can have multiple rooms to try this in. By the way, this is one of the reasons to level up a high-level mage, so hopefully I do it justice. When done correctly, this is quite the fun thing to do. Okay. First, we buff. First, without the Phoenix skill. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to auto-attack many of these opponents, as many as I can. My shield is hopefully going to take the damage. I need a 4-star, I think, as an initial target. Even a 3-star would work. Okay, so first we do this. Lure. Now, Phoenix skill, and then Ice Blast. Hopefully I can cast this without being interrupted. Boom. Sorry, that was with the Phoenix skill. You can rewind that and see again to get a general idea of how hard I hit these people. We'll do it again in the next room, only without the Phoenix skill, so that you can see the difference. What happened there is I reduced the cold resist of all those opponents, or all the ones that were close enough to the guy that... Sorry about that. My phone cut off again. I'm not totally sure why that happens, but we'll go ahead and show it again without the lure. Alright, so first we rebuff. There we go. Now, or without the Phoenix, rather. Here we go. Going to run into the middle. And now, hopefully, you'll see the general hit is significantly lower than when I used the Phoenix, although I did get a critical that time around. The Phoenix does not affect my ability to get critical hits, but that's kind of the difference as far as the actual usage of the skill. Let's take one more look at the stats here. We are going to have... Alright, so 240 focus and 240 vitality have roughly the same effect. Theoretically, as far as health and energy, except that the amount of energy you get from focus is actually affected by how much your gear weighs. The weight of your gear reduces your energy, and it's not a flat effect. It's a formula based on the total weight and the total energy pool. I will hopefully do a video on that in the future when I have a little bit more time to investigate exactly how it works. If people know exactly how it works, feel free to comment below. The 240 vitality, all you're going to do is 240 times 6 1/4, right? So 1/4 of 240 is 60, so we get 60 health. And then we do 6 times 240, 6 times 2 is 12, and 6 times 4 is 24. So we're looking at 1,440, right? Plus 60. So exactly 1,500. I hope I did that right. Either way, it's somewhere in the vicinity of... No. Can't be somewhere. Yeah, it is. Okay. 1,500 health. The other way I can tell, which this would have probably been the smarter way, is to look at my 54.99, right? We're going to... You can also look at what my energy was. I did not, but you can rewind the video. Unequip the Phoenix, and yeah, I got exactly 1,500 health from it. So that's going to be under stables, right? There we go. Also, you do need to have fed the Phoenix for it to be working. So right now I got my skill back, and actually I got my Phoenix back too, but the food has expired, which should mean that the bird itself should disappear as far as its bonuses. But we'll find out here in a minute. Oh, right, it's a bug. The food does still work, and there we go, I can still click it. But there's a bug that makes the actual icons disappear. There's the damage on a non-resistant mob on a critical. Sorry. Skills. Alright, so the way this works, which I may have described before, but I can't remember because it's been a couple of hours, is that the direct damage hit to a single target scales up with your ability, but the 400 resist reduction is a flat resistance reduction. And I believe I've gained 1 ability point and 1 damage to go with it, if I'm not mistaken. I was at 81 the last time I reviewed this. Yes. Okay. So, anyway, that's a look at that. Let's look at what warding and vigor do. Not warding and vigor, warding and... so, here's warding. Oh, it doesn't tell me. That's a bummer. Oh well. I'll hopefully be able to either annotate that or cover it in a different video. So, anyway, hope that helped. Hope you enjoyed that. And I will see you in the next video. Also, for anyone noticing that I'm only getting the warding buff, I think the reason for that is that I don't actually have the Fortitude ability learned yet. Kind of glad that that happened so you can see it. Yeah, so Fortitude is the other buff, but since I haven't learned the Fortitude ability, I'll do a walkthrough on that quest, by the way, I'm getting no benefit from the Fortitude at the moment. So, anyway, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Alright, have a good day.